The reproduction of this content is not allowed without the express written consent of EBH Fitness LLC.
I'm Dr. C. Victor Herbin III, and I'm taking it to the house.
And I'm Dr. Timothy Hoover, and I'm taking it to the house. Yes, we're three-headed today. We got something special for you. And sitting here in the middle between the two of us is CV Jr. And we got a lot to talk about, brother. We got baseball, playoffs, basketball coming up in a couple of weeks, football at the quarter point. But let's start off with baseball. Talk about them Dodgers.
Oh, man. I am C. Victor Herbin Jr. super fan. Nothing is more traumatic than to have your baseball team, a storied franchise, to get wiped out the very first game of the playoff series. Now, the Diamondbacks, the Padres, the Giants, we've run through the West, but we wait to drop a goose egg the very first game against the Diamondbacks with Kershaw, our storied, heroic, can-do guy, consistent, but he gets wiped out, gets a Big Ten splattered across the scoreboard. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm wrapped up in depression and doubt.
Tell them, because you don't know. If you don't know, if you didn't see it, he didn't make it out of the first inning, brother. So I'm concerned about not the Dodgers, but I'm concerned about Kershaw.
Well, don't you think
Dave Roberts' loyalty, him staying with Kershaw, maybe it's time to let him go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love Kershaw. You love Kershaw.
Hey, I love Kershaw, but I also know California is known for wildfires. I did not know Kershaw being the one with the gasoline torch in his hand and light us up. I mean, it is a story franchise, but he was the arsonist on the other night. And to your point, Dave Roberts loves this guy. We love this guy, but I believe the best chance that we had to say thank you for your service was right after we won the World Series. We knew then that he started to become a liability. It was not much of an asset. And we still kept him for 3 more years. And I wonder now, even is his trade value the same? But psychologically, what it would do to him if we say, hey, thank you for your time by now, because he's going to attribute being dismissed as being a failure of how he showed up.
But why don't you ask some of the guys in the dugout that got 30-degree burns when he came?
Only you can put out 40.
Can you see everybody sitting in the dugout with a smoke?
Singed eyebrows.
What I think of my stash?
Fire merchant.
But Kershaw, love him. We all love him. But how many times have we seen this all over the sports spectrum, where you're aged and you don't know when to hang it up?
Yeah, we saw it with Muhammad Ali.
Willie Mays, Joe Namath.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them. They just don't know when to let it go. Which, speaking of which, I know it was hard for Tom Brady, but it seems like Tom Brady has really made up his mind that he's done.
Yeah.
So maybe Kershaw should take a page from the Brady book, and it's always that one more season. And look at what happened last year. That one more season, it wasn't a glorified season for Brady.
No, you're right. But he still walked away
as a winner.
Yeah, as a winner, similarly intact, and his legacy. You know, it's not going to be tarnished. You don't want to go out like the Willie Mays. People will remember those drop balls, barely able to throw the ball, in Joe Namath's sake, or be pump drunk punch drunk like Muhammad Ali. You know,
Mhm.
you're just up there, you're just getting beat, you're getting whooped,
Yeah.
and the glory days are way past
Yeah.
him. So
Yeah.
wow. They
So-
play tonight. Dodgers and Diamondbacks. They play tonight. What do you see in the second game?
I see the Dodgers coming back and doing what the Dodgers always do. Let's look at it this way, guys. Man for man, the Dodgers have the best team, but the best team has to show up. And sometimes those things happen in sports, but when a guy's arm, even though he can still hum it, but it's something about the players. They have adjusted their eyes and their hand coordination. They can hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah.
And these young boys are coming with it these days. They're better trained, better equipped, and they're ready to play day one right out of high school. These guys come out of the AAA, and they come up into the majors, and these guys look at Outman, for an example.
Yeah.
I mean, guys like that, these guys come up ready to play. Young and can hit that ball at 95
runs this year.
Yeah.
And the farm system that the Dodgers have is amazing
It's
to
amazing.
me. But the other side is, when do you cut bait?
You got it. You should have done it last year.
Okay.
Because you know, now you got to remember that Roberts, they were calling for his head last year.
Okay.
Now you have a same scenario this year. You get all those wins in the regular season. That's great, man. But give me wins when the wins really, really count.
Yes.
I could care after they win the West. I could care less how many more games they won.
Well, like you stated, tonight is game number 2. At the end of the day, we wish and we hope that they'll take the series. In your heart of hearts, do you believe they'll take the series?
I think they'll take the series.
All right. Well, the great thing about a postseason, it's a series.
Right.
One game is one game. And so it wasn't like it was a couple years ago, a wild card game, we're out. So at least we have another day for another opportunity. But we did see LA on fire.
And like sports in general, there are no two games alike.
Right.
No two games are alike. Different factors go into wins and losses, but certainly though, man, I just have this vision, man, of this gigantic 10 stalking me.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, man, I just wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning out of a deep sleep, and there's this big 10 beside my bed looking at me. I'm just.
You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
Okay. All right, brother. I trust y'all, man.
Weeping may endure.
Hopefully we have joy in the morning.
I'm gonna let
Don't call
you delusional.
Wait, call your number.
Dallas
Call your
Cowboy
number. What's the
fan
score? The final
have
score, Dallas
your-
Cowboys 30, the San Francisco 49ers 14.
It's gonna be 28-14 the other way.
Y'all heard that, right?
It's gonna be 28-14 the other
When we
way.
come back on Wednesday, I'm gonna have this Dallas Cowboy cup. All right, and you gonna have to hold it up and smile.
You know
with
what?
it.
Let's make this even better.
Yeah.
The loser has to wear the other team's jersey on
The jersey.
the jersey.
The jersey. Come on, Cowboy fans. Y'all don't let me down, man. I ain't putting on no 49ers jersey. All right? That's cool. That's cool. All right, y'all heard it here.
Let's get to the NFL. I mean, we're gonna go to the NFL. Will you come with us? We're going to the NFL. Notably, last night's game, standalone game. We got the Cowboys. I don't know if you want to be nice and call them Cowboys. They are a professional team here in Dallas. Go all the way to San Francisco. No other game being played. You're going against a 3-0 team. 4-0.
4-0.
They were 4-0.
San Francisco 4-0.
Yeah.
Cowboys 3-1.
You know, preseason, there were a lot of people, a lot of talking about the Cowboys going to the NFL, championship. I don't see that.
And not only that, as we set the stage, people were saying this was going to be the NFC Championship game. This was the preview. The hype going around was saying the Cowboys had this devastating defense. Parenthetically, let's look at who they played. But they got this devastating defense. Micah Parsons is going to run Purdy all over the place. San Francisco does not play the team like this. And whoa, be wary. So did the game serve up to the hype? Or are they who we thought they were? And San Francisco didn't let them off the hook.
Well, let me say this.
Now, before you do, last night a question was asked. You're not from Dallas, are you?
No, I'm not.
You live in Southern Texas, though.
Yes, I do.
The question was asked: are you a Cowboy fan? Let the world know. Are you a Cowboy fan?
I was a Cowboy fan last night. I tell you what, I was a Cowboy fan going in, but I want all of you all viewers to see this. You see this right here? You see that great star, the star? And you know what? I keep turning it around until I get it right. But you see this, no matter which way you turn it. Last night, watching that game, I threw in the towel.
Oh no!
They're done. I'm done with the Cowboys this week.
Okay.
He sound like all Cowboy fans across the world.
Okay.
But that was embarrassing, though. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. Seriously, Mike McCarthy ought to be fired for calling plays like that. Dak Prescott has to rise to the occasion. This guy, man, had mental letdowns. He's not consistent. And I'm certain they practice those plays over and over and over again. But Mike McCarthy, as the head coach, has to know the abilities and the capabilities and the skill set of his skilled players.
I think Mike thought he knew enough. That's why he fired Kellen Moore last year. So I can do a better job than you, Kellen Moore, who was the offensive coordinator. And now this is 5 games in. Dak had a couple stinkers. Yeah. So is this more about Dak, Mike McCarthy, or both of them as a team?
I think we're not being fair to the team that they were playing. San Francisco, faster, executed better, skilled positions, all pro at many positions. I think Dallas is who they are, but we need to give credit to San Francisco.
I agree. I agree.
We're giving too much to Dallas.
I
Dallas is
don't
not
want to be
that.
a Cowboy apologist.
Thank you.
San Francisco showed what a championship team looks like.
Faster, seemingly bigger, executed. Again, offense, defense, special teams. And let's not forget about quarterback play. The quarterback.
He was excellent.
Oh, my goodness. Purdy. Here, Purdy. My goodness. Man, I mean, did you see some of the plays that he was making?
Yeah.
We saw that.
Yeah.
3 interceptions last night. But Purdy just was.
He was in it.
methodical.
I tell you, the one play
Precise.
where he hit Kittle in the end zone, that ball went through 3 defenders. It was a small, tight window.
Yeah.
And he was able to get that ball. I mean, the guy swatted at the ball, and he missed it by that much because Purdy was on last night. And they can say what they want to say about him, but I have to give the guys props, man.
Yes.
That guy is a legitimate NFL quarterback playing championship level football,
Yes.
making good decisions. And I think it's time that they give this guy respect.
He's definitely not a game manager.
No.
Right. I mean, you're talking about the C.J. Strauss. You're talking about Bryce Young, who are number 1 draft picks.
Yeah.
These are number 1 draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
Wilson, all these guys. This guy was Mr. Relevant, meaning look, it's not advertising this guy got drafted. If there's still newspapers around, he would be a fine print on the back page right underneath the one ads. And he is now leading the San Francisco 49ers.
Yes, he is.
They went through a Garoppolo, Trey Young, all this, Trey Lance, and they could not find the right fit.
No.
And this guy comes in here not to manage the game, but stole it.
Yes.
Took it. Rightfully took his starting position and had a chance, and would have went to. I believe they would have went to Super Bowl last year had he not got hurt. He has not lost the game. Yes, they gets the L from last year, but he was injured. This kid is special.
Yes, he is.
And he showed Dak how to play championship ball.
And I tell you, even McCaffrey, now, I tell you,
Yes.
as a former running back, that guy ran with a purpose
and power.
and powerful. This guy is, to me, right now, he's the best in the business at that position right now.
So getting back to the game, I saw even McCaffrey running into the middle of the line and pushing jokers back. McCaffrey ain't that big.
He's not. No, he's not.
He's not the biggest. He's not the fastest. But you want to talk about purposeful. You know, wow. Shanahan, Purdy, Kittle, Debo, Ayuk, man. And then that's just the offense.
Yes.
Get to the defense. We got Wagner. We got Bosa. My goodness, they don't make mistakes. And if they do make mistakes, oh, well,
They covered.
did you see it?
Yeah.
Do you know where they are?
They covered.
I don't see it.
No.
Yeah.
I see no weakness in that team right now, and I would say they are the odds-on favorite to take the National League Championship, the NFC Championship.
Ooh, now that's a bold statement.
Well, we've made them before.
Ooh.
So
So
made them
you
before.
disagree?
Who would
Man,
you think? Who would
do
you think?
not disrespect the Eagles.
No disrespect.
No, no
But you
disrespect.
think that the quality of what you saw last night is not enough to say that the San Francisco 49ers are playing at a higher level
Right
than
now.
what you see the
Right
Eagles
now.
have done
Right
by
now.
week 5?
Okay, right now, today.
Yeah, today.
Yes,
I
I
agree.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Now, I do think the Eagles are electric. I mean, Swift, that cat's nasty.
Yeah.
You got AJ Brown, you got the receivers, but I feel the complete team that I watched, the Niners, they just look scary. They look like literally that they're running at another level.
That's right. I mean, that game was fast last night, and
Yes.
it was just Dallas was 3 or 4 steps behind them.
But the good thing in the least is they are playing NFC East, that there will be a regular season game between the Eagles
those two.
and the Niners.
Oh,
That'd
man,
be
that's
great.
good stuff.
That'd be nice.
That it should be nice, but you know, a lot of these games get hyped up. Just like last night, we thought we were going to really see.
I think the Eagles will show up.
Yeah.
And remember, now
They have
the Niners have a bone to pick with the Eagles because they're the ones that beat them to go to the Super Bowl.
yeah.
Right.
So
Oh,
that'll
that's a
be.
good-
I
that's a
need to
good
find out
setup.
what week that is.
That's a good
Let's go to your backyard, man. The Ravens, man, poo-pooed on themselves.
Poo.
Dog, they had a chance to just be on top, be superior in the AFC North, be that, and have run through everybody. They had a chance. They go to the Steelers, right?
They go to Huntsville. They go to Pittsburgh, and only score 10 points. We have look. This is where I will be extremely critical.
We're talking about the
of my
Steelers
team.
that can't score themselves.
They don't have a
offense.
franchise quarterback.
Right. I'm disappointed.
You should be.
That's not even my team.
You
I'm
should be.
disappointed.
As a fan, this be disappointing. You scored 10 points, and we gave Lamar an upgraded offense. He has a key to a force. Whether it's Odell, whether it's Flowers, whether it's Rashad Bateman, whether it's Mark Andrews. I mean, he's got an arsenal. Got it on our running game, and anytime we play a rivalry game such as the Steelers, it is going to be black and white. That's what it's supposed to be. But to be 10 points in the fourth quarter to 3, that's okay. But we gave up 14 points in the fourth quarter, less than 10 minutes left. And now it's how we gave up the points. Lamar Jackson, 2 fumbles back to back, strip sacks. You can blame the line, but I'm going to be critical because you asked for the money. You asked for the money. And because we're just talking about C-Mac, you ask for the money, but yet these running backs are putting their life on the line, literally, to put teams in position. And they can't get paid. And we're giving money to the Joe Burrows, to the Lamar Jacksons, to all these quarterbacks. And you got Dak, and you got Jonathan Taylor saying, I'm going to put it all on the line. You got Saquon Barkley, and you got C-Mac. And they're not getting paid what they're worth. So I am poo-poo on themselves, peed in the bed, whatever you want to call it. It was an embarrassment. That is to your point, we would have been undefeated in the AFC North. Sole position. The game is we're supposed to win. There's 2 games we lost, one against the Colts, and this one right here. No, and you don't want to look at your record and say, we should have won this, we should have won that. And that's what's happening now. That's 2 of those games.
But you know, when you look at games and you say you should have, no, you shouldn't have because you didn't do everything you needed to do to win. This hindsight always 20/20. But in the moment, I heard an athlete say, in the moment, you got to find your present in the moment. And in the moment, I got to bring it. I got to bring it like it's my last play.
Right.
And when you don't do that, and just as we saw last night, every single play, they were fresh. In the fourth quarter with a minute left, San Francisco was fresh.
Okay.
They were pounded, man. And those big boys up front, let's give the guys up front, man, some credit. Those big boys on offense and defense holding it down, man, those guys played a heck of a ball game last night.
And when I see that and I compare that against the Ravens, I say, we're not ready. I can be critical and say, I look at my team and say, we're not ready to go against a team like the San Francisco 49ers. I don't think KC's ready to go against a team like the 49ers. That's what, when I looked at that game last night, I said,
that's a pretty bold statement, bro.
This right here is scary. I haven't had a chance to watch too many Niners games this year. And the one I do watch, because of the matchup, wow, I watched many KC games. They're not scaring me right now. I will respect Patrick Mahomes.
Right. Andy Reid.
And Kelsey.
Yes.
I fear the whole team of San Francisco 49ers.
Wow.
Good call.
So, but let's get back to the Ravens, because I know you're a Raven fan. Now, who do you
Are you okay? Are you all right?
I'm okay. I need to find out where Kershaw got his arsenal, because I can light some stuff up.
Do we need the intervention right now?
I need to ask Kershaw to come with me to M&T Stadium, because I'm about to light something up.
What happened to those documents?
Hey, Vic, I got a match. But I want to ask you, though, where is the problem? The problem is that you got skilled players, but what is the disconnect with the Ravens between Lamar and Odell and just the offense in general? Because it's the defense plays the ball.
The defense brought what they had to do. You give Ray Lewis said back in the day, you give us 10 points,
We win the game.
They gave him 10 points, and you're beating again their rivalry team in their house 10-3
with a subpar quarterback.
With the subpar quarterback. I think the issue is Lamar held out, and I don't want to blame that, but he held out, which means, and then they brought in new receivers. They also brought in a new offensive coordinator. I think he's still trying to learn the system. But when you hurt yourself in the process, I still believe you can negotiate all that stuff off field, but I cannot miss. You just tell me to give me a new offensive coordinator, and I want to sit out, and now you're trying to play catch up. We were all there in Cincinnati and watched them play Cincinnati the following week. He shows up.
We were there.
So, it looked like he was getting to learn the offense last week. Many of the pundits were saying he looks like he's a great back to the MVP level. They raised his age. So I believe he's still not comfortable, but I don't want to hear that anymore. What are you doing tonight? Are you studying?
Yeah,
What are you doing off camera? Are you sitting down with the offensive coordinator right now? This is 5 weeks in. You're a professional. You asked for the money, you got it. Learn your offense and get in.
I say this, that the quarterback position, everybody knows it, it's the hardest position on the football field. But you get paid to play this position, and you have shown at an MVP level that you can play the position. Those strip sacks or those fumbles, you're not protecting the ball. You need to be 24/7 in the film room, Lamar, and demonstrate and show, because you have a new OC, that you know how to execute the play, and when they present a different coverage or lineup, that you can call out of that play to go to another play. You are Sandlot football, y'all remember? We drew plays up in the dirt.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's exactly what you need to do. It does not need to be all formal. It just needs, you have the skill set, execute now. And he's not executing.
But I think part of this whole scenario with some of these very mobile, very, very good quarterbacks. I mean, excellent quarterbacks, particularly at the D1 level or whatever level they're playing. But obviously, they have a skill set worthy enough to be started in the NFL. Mm-hmm. However, you have some guys that put that time in the book. They learn that playbook. They look at film. They know defenses. They see all this stuff developing. Some guys, and you guys can agree or disagree, but some guys have just raw ability, but that raw ability will only take you so far, because everybody at this level has raw ability. and everybody is an all-American, all something.
I like that you said that.
So
Yeah.
the top tier quarterbacks, I want you guys to check my reasoning behind this. Those are the guys that stay in the film room. They study. They meet with the offensive coordinator, and they work through that game plan, and they know where everybody's supposed to be, and they can look at that defense. They can call it audible right at the line, switch that play. Okay, this is going to work because I know this guy right here is shooting the gap. What I'm going to do is pop it right over his head. But you can't do that. I don't care what kind of skill set unless you're in the film room.
Right. But
How do you guys feel about that?
I'll tell you what I feel about it. Lamar Jackson was an anomaly 5 years ago. He shocked the world. What he could do outside the pocket, he was being compared to Michael Vick. Then he could throw the ball. And they had an offense catered toward that, more towards him being a running quarterback. But what has happened since then? You get to Justin Fields, you get to Jalen Hurts, you got Deshaun Watson always been around, you got C.J. Stroud, you got Bryce Young. So now what? You got this Anthony Richardson in Indiana. So what now? You're no longer that special person. What are you going to show differently, Lamar? Because guess what? Jalen Hurts showed you I can do that too, and then some. And I took us to the Super Bowl. And I can run outside, I can pop, and I'm hitting down range. I got my opportunity. I'm not letting it go. And I believe now, and he got the money. So I believe now that Lamar has fell down to the bottom of this new mobile quarterback and what they can do, because he was a flash in the pan, but has to evolve. And Jalen Hurts did it in 2.5 seasons. All he needed was that opportunity. And so I believe that's where.
But he's also a student of the game.
He's a student of the game.
He spends time in the film room, Tim.
Quarterback play. We talk about Dak. We talk about Lamar. We talk about Purdy. If you had a choice between the three, right now, today,
Right now, Purdy.
Isn't
That's
that
a damn
something? Ain't that a
And
damn?
he's still on his rookie contract.
My goodness.
Wow. Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
Purdy, I mean,
There's some MVP talk about him too, but Mahomes will probably win it again.
you know, though, they are struggling to be the juggernaut. Kansas City is. They are winning games, but they're not blowing people out.
They still smell like champagne, bro.
Yeah, they do, but
They still drunk.
but they are really struggling through these wins. I watched last week's game. I mean, it's not like, you figure they go out there and
Something's not quite.
what is going on with these guys?
Was it Eric Bieniemy?
I hope it was.
You know what? That raises another question.
Their defense is not the same. Their defense should be better than what they're doing, but they're missing Eric.
They're missing Eric.
Yeah.
And the Commanders can't appreciate what they have.
Well, that's another discussion. We talked about that before, but we think Eric is the coach in waiting down there. Because Ron Rivera is going to
He's
be out.
He's going to check out.
But look what Eric Bieniemy is doing with Howell down there with the Commanders.
Yeah, man.
And
I like his stuff.
but you're talking about KC. KC, they don't look formidable. Nobody fears them.
No,
right
not
now.
anymore.
We got arm talent and special talent with Mahomes and Kelsey, but you lose Juju Smith or you don't have him anymore, which is just a possession receiver. That's all you need. You got your boy Tony, and he's good, skilled, but doesn't quite get it.
Yeah.
You're asking too much of Mahomes and Kelsey. Then you're going to put more on Andy Reid. I don't even know who their OC is anymore. And Andy Reid he's a special guy.
I like Andy. I do too.
But when you lose Eric Bieniemy type, and they've been together for a little while, but for at least 4 years, I'm thinking. And check me on the stats. But they win 2 Super Bowls with it. You win 2 Super Bowls with Eric Bieniemy. He's no longer there, and that's what I think is the biggest challenge problem for KC.
Yeah, that missing element, the play calling, the situational decisions. Eric was on top of that. I mean, they were producing. I mean, these guys are scoring what, 20, 30 points every game under Bieniemy.
So we're getting close to wrapping it up. So if you had to pick one team, I think we're all in agreement. It's for the football league. It's Frisco right now.
Right now.
They're leading. So that's the NFC. What about the AFC?
Ooh, that's even more of a
I
challenge.
think KC. I'm not. I'm now putting Patrick Mahomes in a Tom Brady category. I'm not betting against them.
Okay.
And I believe right now they're still the strongest team in the AFC. They're not the strongest team in the NFL.
But speaking, okay, but what
What's wrong
happened?
with San Francisco?
Wow.
Even though they're defending champs.
Miami, the Bills.
Miami don't know who they are yet. And
Ooh-wee.
Bills just lost yesterday.
We will talk to y'all again about this. You
We'll
will
see y'all next week.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next week.
Hey, I'm running from tens. I want to write the number 10 anymore.
We are wrapping this show up, and my last take is I just want to salute Miss Biles, Simone, to have sat out gymnastics for a couple of years and to come back and to be the most decorated athlete, gold medal winner, to be able to sit out, whether it's for mental health or just you just needed a break, and then to come back at an elite level. 1, you're black. 2, you're a black woman. And then to be able to do this in gymnastics at an advanced age, 26, I believe is what it is. Simone, keep doing the damn thing. I salute you. We got a lot of little young ladies, little sisters that are looking at you. You are a role model. I salute you, and I want to say thank you, Simone, to be able to get it together and maybe advocate for mental health, okay? And then be able to get that help that you needed to come back and then to play and showcase your talents at an elite level. That's my last take, and I'll take that to the house.
As a closing take, I want to say it's been a great weekend of football. Look forward to moving forward to what we have this next week. USC is in trouble. I'm not fearful of what they can do on the field anymore. There's too many games that have been too close where you're trying to be a national championship juggernaut. You need to do better. You need to do better. And y'all failing Caleb Williams at the end of the day. Need defense to step up to make sure that when we win a game, it shows that we won the game. So that's what I have from taking to the house.
My final take is, as a fan, I just want to see the better teams play their best. Nothing is more frustrating for a fan than to know the capability and the potential of great teams. When great teams don't show up, it makes it very, very difficult to sit through a game. So Dodgers, show the world what you're made of. Let's take this pennant, and that's my final take.
All right, fans and family, we love you all. Take It to the House is out. Check us out on all our social media sites. We'll see you all next week. Enjoy it.